Hey y'all, how are you? And of course, I'm holding my head in my hand. Um, I forgot to send out invites, so let me do that real quick. Um, and of course, that's going to be the wrong one. I got to bring up the other one. Give me a minute. Sorry, I'm unorganized as usual. Open, open, open. No, I actually. What in the world? Open. Hold on. Now I'm really confused. Maybe I'm not confused. Oh, I'm good now. I'm good. I got it. I got it figured out. Yep. But copying and pasting is somehow beyond me. All right, sending out links now. If I can. Ugh. Hello to whoever just came in. I'm just late as always in sending out links, so I'm doing that. How are you? Oh, I didn't send one to him. Always gotta send one to Nick. Who knows? YouTube may not have even said I was live yet, so. Oh, yep, I'm live. Hello again, whoever came in. Say hi. Let me know you're here. Okay. Hello, Nick. I sent you a link if you want one. Ooh. Wow. I got a SodaStream machine for $5 at a secondhand store, and they're normally 70, $80. So I've been experimenting with it to see, hey Lorna, to see how carbonated I could get it so it was more like store-bought soda. I think I hit it on the head because that was nice and zippy. Lorna, are you Are you interested in coming up on panel? Because if we can hook up somehow, either on Twitter or Facebook, or through Dreams, if Dreams has your email and can send it to me, and then I can send you an invite to Hangouts and get you up on my panel. Be more than happy to have you up here. Hey, Christy. Did I send you an invite? Let me see. I don't even know if I'm hooked up to you on my personal account. I don't think I am. All right, let me do something. Oh, you don't have a webcam. Oh, okay, bummer. I always like to meet new people in, more of in-person kind of thing. Oh. No, I can't get the information from Ken's to get into my personal account to get Christy a link. Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason, when I changed to this computer, it signed me into my old Twitter account, and I had to get a hold of my daughter and ask me what my Twitter handle was, because it was something weird, because I typed in Mrs. Redneck Connection when I signed up, and it gave me the Twitter handle of @neckmrs. Really? So this is really nicely carbonated cola with a couple of drops of raspberry flavoring. It is really good. I think I'm gonna like this soda stream machine, especially since I only paid $5 for it. Okay, no problem, Christy. Okay, Christy, if you have my personal Hangouts, just get a hold of me on there. If you don't, we'll figure it out. We'll get in touch somehow. So, so how is everybody doing? We didn't get our big storm that we were supposed to get with 80-mile-an-hour winds and baseball-size hail. There was 2 of those storms, like right in a row, and one went to kind of the south of us, and one went kind of to the north of us. So we got a little bit of rain, but and we had about 20 minutes of pretty high winds, but that was it. So I'm very grateful for that. Tomorrow, Dad is calling the insurance agency and going to get somebody out here to assess the damage on the back of the house and go up on the roof and see what is going on the roof, if anything. So, because with all that hail and wind, we've got shingles. I can't imagine there wasn't damage, so, but so what are you guys all up to this afternoon? I'm just kind of, I was actually testing out my lighting, but I turned the light on that I have aimed at the green screen, and everything goes wonky. You can see through my face. It's bad. I'll put up with the little dinglies on the sides, Hello to whoever just came in. I really should bring the YouTube side up, but kind of a pain in the butt to do that with one screen. I got spoiled with two monitors. I wonder if I have a spot to plug in an extra monitor on this thing. Ooh. I have an HDMI slot. And it's a powerful enough computer, it could handle two monitors. I may have to experiment with that. Okay, Lorna. You're doing a benefit form. I didn't quite catch all that. I'm trying to figure out what you said. You're doing a benefit form at the moment and you need a break from it. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I get that. Those suck. You want to see what happens when I turn my light on that it was recommended that I get a light and aim it at my green screen? Watch this. That's not so bad. But that's a bit of a problem. I have like gloves on. I have star gloves on. Yes, star gloves. It's a good look for me, you know? It even picks up on the green in my hair. I don't know why it thinks my skin is green, especially my forehead. I feel like I could go like that and see myself through my forehead, but yeah. So that's why I haven't been using the light. I still have a hole in my forehead. We're actually going to get a green couch cover for this couch, and that'll take care of the couch. And then we can put lighting coming up from behind the couch aimed at the green screen so it's not aimed at our faces. And that should help, at least from what I've been told. So Ken is just still dealing with the same shit. He was supposed to go to the neurologist last week and couldn't because we are in quarantine. So every day gets worse. Hello, mascot. Good to see you. My best friend actually, I went and helped her and her husband get her walker down from her attic. It's on wheels. Hey, Donna. We extended the handles up as high as they would go. I still have to get it out of the car yet, but and we've got a spot in the hallway that I'm worried he won't be able to get through because there's some things there. So I got to take care of that. Hello, Paul. Welcome. Good to see you. So yeah, but it's getting to the point where for him to do anything more than, walk the 10 feet to the bathroom and then walk back to the bedroom or, walk back to the bed, it's damn near impossible. So, he was already looking at rollators and walkers and stuff, and my best friend had one, so we borrowed it. Thank you, Mascot. Appreciate that. I mean, he's real frustrated, I know, because he was already supposed to have seen the neurosurgeon and probably had a surgery date at least set, you know. So, yeah. If we go 2 weeks from last Monday and don't show symptoms, we can call the doctor's office back and say, we're free and clear. We need to make an appointment ASAP, and they will get us in as soon as possible. Oh, Paul, okay, Ken has a bulging disc in his back and desperately needs surgery, but we were directly exposed to COVID. And so the day before, I mean, like 2 days before his appointment with the neurosurgeon, so we had to change his appointment for the middle of July. And he is so bad, he can't walk more than 10 feet. And even that, sometimes he gets real shaky and he's in constant, terrible pain. It's not good. I am taking care of him pretty much 24/7. You know, he takes all his meals in bed. We got him a walker so that hopefully he'll get up and do some moving, get out into the living room, you know, just get out of the bedroom for a little bit. And, you know, kind of feel like he's not stuck. So, but yeah, him walking down the hall all the way to the kitchen is just, I mean, it's impossible. So, Mascot, we definitely appreciate the prayers. So, but yeah, so that's in a nutshell what's going on, Paul. He would not be able to move his legs to swim. Hey, Gemma, good to see ya. He can barely move his legs to shuffle along to walk. He has hardly any control over them. This disc is pressing on his sciatic nerves and a couple of other nerves. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Paul. No problem. No problem. Well, you know, in a lot of cases, you know, I've had back problems and they always tell me, find a place to swim, and it makes a difference. So it's not a bad idea at all. It is not a bad idea. No need to apologize. Just a lot of people just don't quite know what a bulging disc is and how it affects the body. So, show me your face. All right. Too close, too close. How are you, Nick?
I'm all right, Susan. Can I just let you know, Susan, your hair looks like shit.
Thanks.
You're welcome. How's the old fart doing anyway?
He's not doing good today. He's not doing good today. Yeah, Paul, we moved about a month ago. So
Yeah, Paul.
Are we settled in? No. My kitchen is still a disaster area, but I did finally get the microwave where I wanted it, so I'm making progress.
Oh, bog off, Donny, you old bat. You want to give me crap? Come up on panel and give me shit. You keyboard warrior.
So my friend. What's going on here? I was sitting here trying to get StreamYard up, and I heard her going, "Show me your face." I'm like, "I'm trying."
Yeah, Paul, I actually attempted to do summer semester of school. And after 4 days, and of course it's all online because of COVID. And that's not how I learn. I cannot self-teach. That is just a bad idea for me to even try. And after 4 days, I got a hold of the school and said, I need to drop this semester. I have to take care of my husband full time. And, that's just cannot do this. So, yeah. So, how are you doing, Anthony?
Doing good. Well, that's like some of these trade schools want to try to start doing that, and I'm like, no. The reason people went to trade school because they need to be right there where they can see what's going on. You can show
Hands
them.
on.
Yeah. Some people, that's the only way they can learn. That's it.
Yeah.
Not everybody's blessed to be able to read a manual that is written in Greek and go, hey, I know what that says.
Yep. and Donna, you got it right. Taking care of a disabled person is a lot. And I love him to death, but you don't realize how much you do in one day, like getting up to go to the kitchen, getting up to go to the bathroom, getting up to go do this. Oh, I forgot this in the kitchen. I'm going to go back and get it. And your brain still works the same way when you're laying in bed. It just means you have to ask the other person to do it. And like the other night, I actually looked at him and I said, hey, okay, I'm going to go out to the kitchen one more time, but I need a list of what you need out in the kitchen and living room because I can't make that trip one more time. I am exhausted because I've been running for you all afternoon and I don't mind doing it, but I need a break.
It's not even that. I've been on both sides of that fence, and what happens, just like you get complacent of asking the other person without thinking.
Yep.
Because I remember I used to do it. I mean, she just walked in, hand me something, and then not even 2 seconds. I forgot to tell you to go get this.
Yeah.
And and she was like, you look at me like, motherfucker, make a list.
Oh, okay.
Or I'm gonna move the bedroom in the kitchen.
Remember,
hey, Donna, if you like looking after disabled people, you can have me fucking mum if you want. She's doing me head in.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, I didn't know that. Wow,
Yeah.
It's a lot to take care of somebody, and sometimes you just have to allow somebody else to do the caretaking. It definitely sometimes gets to that point. So.
Well, you got to know your limits.
And that's definitely.
If you try to overdo past your limits, you end up hurting that person more than you help them.
Mascot, I would love to have a home care nurse come in, but he has no insurance that will pay for that, and we cannot afford that. So, yeah. But I got to tell you, Anthony, I'm pretty pleased with myself. Okay, remember I told you guys a week or two ago I got a SodaStream machine for $5?
Yeah.
This is raspberry cola. It took me 20 pumps on the little thing on the top to carbonate it enough to where it was like real store-bought soda.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Well, people, that's why I tell people about them SodaStreams. They're nice, but don't get it wrong from the commercial. You're not going to push that button one time and have instant Coke.
No.
Yeah.
No, I the first time I did it, I followed the instructions that were printed kind of on the machine, and I did it like 5 times.
Yeah.
And it was kind of fizzy. And my mom has been complaining for 2 years that when my dad makes them for her, they're not carbonated enough. So I told her I'd play with mine because my dad is an engineer. He follows instructions.
No, you can't always follow instructions.
Yeah, I told her I'd play with mine and get a hold of her when I found kind of a way to do it that might make her happy. So I got a hold of her and I'm like, Mom, just for starters, make your own and try 20 pushes of the button.
Well,
And she came back with 20.
yeah, but let me tell you a little secret. When I was training people for steel, when I was working for steel, and I'd have guys go, well, that's not in the book. I said, let me tell you a little secret about that book. That book is a general guideline. And the reason I say that, because half the time the motherfucker that wrote it has never touched the fucking machine.
Right?
Never touched the fucking machine. He just looked at specs and go, oh, that'll take 3 pumps. When you're at home, you're going, no, it takes 13.
Yeah.
Or it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Same thing with the engines. People said, well, that's not in the manual. And I said, that's, and people like, how did you know to do that? I said, from years of experience of working on them and watching other people that go, nah, look, I know the book says this, but if you do this, it's a lot quicker. It works better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha, Lisa. Appreciate you stopping in.
I mean, people don't understand. A lot of times when people write manuals, instruction manuals, or whatever it may be, that son of a bitch has sat behind a desk and has never touched that machine in his life.
Yep.
He's going by with the engineer. Yeah.
Anthony,
What?
I don't do instruction manuals.
Nah, I don't either to a point. I mean, unless it's something I've never touched in my life and I can't, just eyeball it and go, well, hell, that's easy. I may read enough to go, oh, okay, that's what they were trying to do.
No, just go on fucking YouTube. It's easier.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I said. I tell everybody, even stuff I do, and people say, how'd you learn that? And I said, well, I learned it 2 days ago. Well, you did it like you've been doing it forever. I said, well, I went and watched about 4 videos on YouTube. And I mean, hell, they show you how to tear it apart. Oh, well, hey, don't pull on this corner because it'll break. There's a little screw in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, Paul? You can tell if the English isn't too good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I love those.
One year, I bought my former sister-in-law a pancake maker. It basically, you put the pancake mix in it and press the button, and the pancake mix came out in the form of a pancake. And, it was just one of those little gadgets. Or maybe it was a donut maker. I don't know. But it was at a 99-cent store. The only reason I bought it was because I opened it and read the instructions. And I laughed so hard in the store reading the instructions that I bought it for her, boxed it up, gave it to her for Christmas. And I told her, I don't expect you to use this thing. All I want is to see your face when you read the instructions, but you have to read them out loud.
Yep.
It took her a half an hour to get through those freaking instructions because they were written
in
by
broken English.
A Chinese person who probably took a 2-hour crash course in English.
Yeah.
And oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, you're on about you, but
the word penis was in there twice for making fucking donuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had an instruction one time from Taiwan that said bend over, shove pole. And what it was trying to say, you got to break it open and then shove the rod in. But it said bend over, shove rod in. And I'm like, no, I'm not shoving no rod in my ass.
Yeah, you Marines are used to shoving things up your ass anyway.
That's funny.
I always love those broken English instructions because you sit there and you got to read it. You turn it sideways, you flip it upside down. You go, what the hell was he trying to say?
Well, I gave my mom a good laugh this morning when I told her I was starting to figure out the SodaStream machine. I told her I spent 10 minutes looking for the cord to plug it in. It doesn't need a cord.
Yeah.
You don't plug it in.
A CO2 cartridge.
Uh-huh. But it didn't come with instructions. I was figuring it out on my own, and
You're like,
you
"What?
know,
This thing take batteries? What the hell?"
I had no clue.
Yeah.
But you know, after
Yeah.
I figured out there was no cord, then I was like, oh yeah, okay, CO2, got it.
At least you didn't do like the woman I seen at Kmart. She brought her SodaStream machine back because she couldn't find the plug or where to put the batteries. The lady had to explain to her, says, "No, ma'am, it's pressurized. These are pressurized. When you stick in there, when you push down that thing, it, produces its own power."
Yep.
And she could, and that would not sink in. She finally, the lady's like, "Look, I'll just give you your money back." Yeah, I could,
I knew. I mean, after about 10 minutes, it just like occurred to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It doesn't need power.
Yeah.
All it needs is a way to inject the CO2 into the water.
Water, into the
It
bottle.
doesn't require power that's already pressurized. After that, it took me about 5 minutes, and I had my first soda made. So.
Yeah, but I can't tell how many people, they watch that commercial and they see them mix the stuff and go, whoosh, and I'm like, no, it's not one push.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how strong you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just want lightly sparkling water,
Per one pump.
five pushes on that thing, you'll get lightly sparkling water.
Yep.
If you want it carbonated like it's from the store, you got to hit that fucker 20 times or so. But the other thing I found out is don't hold it down or it'll make the release valve go crazy.
Right. No, you're supposed to go. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yeah.
Yep. And wait a second in between so it has a chance to kind of repressurize a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello,
if you
Joe
wanna
Shambles.
carbonate-
Good to see you.
Susan,
What?
if you want to get the bubbles in it properly, just have a fucking curry, shove a straw up your ass, and then put the straw in it and fucking fart. There you go.
You said she
might be a
wanted
bit
it bubbly. She didn't want extra flavor in it. All right.
Precisely.
Be strawberry with a slight methane.
Yep. No, I don't need no methane soda. Thank you very much.
Hey, Joshua, what you on about? Most Americans can't speak fucking English anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I love it when I go on streams and I start speaking really fast. What? I can't understand you. And then you have to speak to me, you fucking idiot.
That's when I ask you if you come with an international translator, then you start speaking to me, an idiot. I'm getting better. I can understand most of what you say, but sometimes you crank up the speed of your speech, and I'm like, what?
Hey, the funniest thing I ever heard, this guy could speak pretty good English, but he was Italian. But when he got mad, he'd get to go so fast, and I'd be like, and then everybody would look at me, and I'm like, hell, don't look at me. I couldn't even understand that. And I speak hillbilly. I was like, don't look at me. You're on your own on that one.
Yep.
I can tell you by his temperament, he's pissed.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, Paul. I'll always be the same. If people don't like me, they can kiss me fat, Welsh, hairy ass. And they can lick the crack of my ass once I've just had a shit as well.
Yep. Like I tell them all the time, this is me. Sorry you don't like me, but I don't put fronts on for anybody.
Yep.
Shit, I have a hard enough time being myself trying to put fronts on.
Oh, how's your schooling going, Susan?
I dropped the summer semester after 4 days because I realized that taking care of Ken 24/7 and doing schoolwork 8 hours a day did not work.
Plus the moving. Yep.
Plus the moving. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
the moving and Ken's back getting.
And then the COVID-19 bullshit.
Yeah, well, the moving and Ken's back getting worse kind of happened at the same time, and none of that was expected. And then, of course, the virus made it so all the schooling was online. And
Yep.
I actually need to sit in a classroom with a teacher explaining it to me. And then when I raise my hand and say, is there another way you can explain that? And they do that, I need that interaction. I need to be able to ask questions. I need to be able to go to the teacher after class and say, okay, I don't understand this part. And they explain it to me in another way. And online learning is me reading a book, watching a video, and then trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
It does not work. My brain does not function that way. So
Yeah, that's like the online schooling they've been doing here. They changed it up to where now if a student is doing their deal online and they don't understand, they can click a deal and it actually gets a teacher one-on-one like Skype.
yeah.
But not everybody's going to do that because that's,
Yeah. Hello, Liam's Irish Journey. Good to see you.
oh yeah, I hear you, Paul. I tried to be, man, because my grandfather used to tell me years and years ago, man, a stale mind goes bad fast.
Yep.
Especially with diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia, yeah, you don't want to sit around with an idle mind. Yeah. But, too, I grew up in schools that actually taught you shit. It's
Yep.
like when you were in school, they actually taught you shit that had, whether it had no meaning to you or not, they taught it to you because they knew you need to know it. So you don't
Yep.
keep repeating the same stupid crap like we're doing now. That's why these kids act crazy, and it's not their fault. They've never been taught.
Yep.
They don't know. Hell, what's the last time all this shit happened, if you remember, was in the 50s and 60s, okay? It didn't work for them then.
So do you fancy swapping weeks then, Susan?
Do I fancy swapping what?
Would you want to swap what I do in a week? I'll swap with you.
No, I'm scared to death of bees.
No, forget the bees. Do you want to swap what I do in a week?
I don't know what you do in a week.
I'm a full-time carer for me mum. I look after me 92-year-old grandma. I run a gardening business and I do 30 hours voluntary work a week.
You can keep it. I'll let you do what you're doing. I'll focus on what I'm doing.
Oh, I forgot. Every Sunday I go and spend about 8 hours with a veteran that's got dementia as well.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, Nick.
So you want to do my week?
I wouldn't mind helping, but
Nah.
I don't think I could do it by myself.
Nah.
I have mad respect for what you do. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't give a shit.
what used to kill me the worst, Susan? Is someone a little younger than me, or a lot younger than me, go, well, you look at you're not working and you're living comfortable. I said, that's because I already worked. I put in my dues. You know? I said, I've retired from not once, not twice, but 3 times. I said,
Okay, Paul. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you next time.
all right.
Well, see you next time, Paul.
They're like, oh, I want to live like you. I said, you got to pay your dues first.
Yeah.
I said, I didn't just go one day, hey, I don't want to work no more. I said, hell, I still want to work now. They won't let me. I said, hell, I spent 2 years trying to go back to work and they wouldn't let me.
Nope. you know, we're applying for disability for Ken, and SSA has sent 3 of the same letter in the last week asking for the same information that I've already sent into them.
Yeah, but let me tell you, Lou, keep sending it, because as soon as they send you one of them and you don't send it, they're gonna say you didn't follow.
Well, I finally called the worker and I'm like, hey, you know, I sent this the day before I got the first letter from you guys asking for it, because I already knew I needed to send it in. And he's like, oh yeah, we got it. And I'm like, then why am I getting more letters? He's like, oh, probably a computer glitch. And then he's like, but the one that you sent in showing his unemployment, we actually have to have the award letter. We can't just have a screenshot of his bank statement showing the payments.
Right.
He's like, but I see that you tried, so I'll give you a 2-week extension. I'm like, okay, that works.
Yeah. Yeah, he basically just needs a copy that came to you saying, hey, this is what you're getting when it comes.
But we lost our food stamps because my food stamps thinks that Ken's going to be getting like $4,500 this month. And it's like, where the hell is that coming from? At the most, between his unemployment and my SSI, will maybe get $2,800.
Right.
So I got to get a hold of the food stamp office tomorrow and say, hey, what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
Can't stay long, but just FYI, I need to speak to someone for 411. Voldemort is attacking Hogwarts. Voldemort was defeated. I just got done watching the last 2 Harry Potter movies.
That has got to be one of the most fucking depressing films going.
I've watched all of them except the last 2. I can't tell you how many times. And I just finally got to watch the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, and it was depressing, but at the same time, I loved the way they ended it. And I don't know, I one of my favorite series of movies.
Do you know what, Susan? Do you know what I would rather watch than watching Harry Potter?
What?
Watching a US Marine trying to learn how to tie bootlaces.
Jesus.
Yeah, but what I found with the US Marine, by the time they finish basic training, they can count past 5. Isn't that right, Anthony?
I can you say so.
You know, in the Marines' defense, Nick, my nephew is a Marine, and he is now a graduate student in physics and oh my God, some kind of mathematical field where they're doing like theoretical math, but it's the kind of theoretical math that they use for NASA to get people into space and shit. He's doing that. So there's some smart Marines out there.
Yeah, not all of us was born to be killers.
Yeah, but Susan.
What?
No offense, you're the civvy. Anthony doesn't know what I mean, piss taking. It always happens, doesn't it, Anthony?
Okay. My mathematical was 1 gun, 1 bullet between your eyes, problem solved. My mathematical equation in the field. Yeah.
That's only in banter.
Yeah.
People can't have it.
Okay, Liam, you're actually talking about somebody on YouTube attacking somebody else, and you need to talk to Gaffa, or I don't know who the other person is. You're serious. You're not. I thought you were making a joke. If you need to talk to Gaffa, I have no idea how to get a hold of him or where he is.
He's on Twitter, all I can tell you. Yeah. But but Irish, I know it sucks, but I say this a million times. If you're gonna be on YouTube, you got to be thick-skinned.
Yep.
You're gonna get attacked. I don't care what you do, how you do it. You're gonna get attacked. I mean, me, Ken, and Susan can sit here and tell you all day long it happens, and it'll come from the less person you ever thought it would come from, but it comes from. Yeah.
Okay, I sorry, I completely blew the code there. I am so sorry, Liam. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my God, this guy never quits.
He's not going to because y'all keep giving him attention.
Yeah. What I would recommend, Liam, is to tell whoever it is, whoever's channel it is, just tell them privately if you can to block him, block all the names that she possibly can, and literally don't talk about it in her chat. Just block. Have her mods hide this guy.
Yep.
And just make it absolutely take screenshots of what he says, report it, then block him. And if he comes in with a new name, take screenshots, report it, and block him. But don't respond to him in any other way than that.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't work, send him over to my channel.
What's that, Nick?
If that doesn't work, send him to my channel. I'll have some fun.
I think he's scared of your channel, dude.
Yeah.
Is it who I think it is?
Yes.
Yep.
Just ignore him. He's a fucking knobhead.
Yeah. And even the mods, you tell her if the mods can't control themselves, going ooh 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 ooh. ooh. You unmod them, and then you tell them the next step you're going to block them.
Yeah, the mods need to not respond to him.
Or show
That's the only way to get him to go away and leave you alone is just to completely ignore him and just block and hide absolutely everything he says and does. And report it, take screenshots, all that.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right, Nick. Liam, do you have a way to get a hold of Gaffa? We're close to a real name, but we're all just trying to figure out who this guy is, and so. But screenshot, report, and block. Just tell your friend whose channel he is attacking. That is the only way to shut him up. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know how to get you in touch with him. He's the one that's keeping track of all of the things that we're getting screenshots of and stuff. So but that's the best advice I can give you right now, Liam, is just screenshot, report, and then block everything.
I never uploaded. Okay.
That's the only way we've been able to get rid of him in our chats. So, because when he realizes that he can type but nobody can see him, he quits. He goes away and finds somebody else to be an asshole to.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, let's see downloads. Maybe it's in there. No, that's not it either. Dang it. I hate when they do that. You download a picture for your backdrop, and it downloads where you know it downloaded, but when you go to put it on green screen, it don't show because it's not big enough.
yep.
It's still just saying that file, showing it to you, and then wait for you to click on it and then say that, this file's not big enough. It won't even show the picture, period. Let's see, save. Okay, resize. Yes, resize.
You're just gonna have to keep blocking him. That's all you can do.
Oh man, they won't even let me get that much in.
Just don't respond to him at all. Just block him. If somebody comes in the chat room that you even think is him, block him. So he can't even say anything. There's Gaffa. Yes. Like I said, screenshot, report, and block. That's your 3 steps.
Yep.
Good to see you, Gaffa.
His ears must have been burning.
Yeah, right?
Somebody talking about me. I hear my name.
I put out the Gaffa bat signal.
Turn on the bat light.
Nice background, Anthony.
Well, that's from Ken.
I know. That's why I said nice background.
I've seen that other one he did with the Indian chief too. I love that one too.
Too bad you can't have this background in motion. So it's like the video of him coloring it.
Yeah, what? You can do it with OBS.
Okay.
And I've been playing with it and watching videos. I know it can be done, but that's why I want motion background screen, But
Yeah.
I wish somebody would do a software to basically where, how can I put it? Simpler.
Yeah.
To where like you go in there and say, okay, this is going to be where I'm broadcasting. This is what I want in my background. Loop it, that way when it gets to the end, it just starts it over and keeps it, playing. And I know you can deal on OBS, but you got to click here, save here, click here, save here. And then when I got it to work, I could get it to where the background showed moving, but it wouldn't show me. And then when I got it to show me, it wouldn't show the background moving.
Oh, geez.
And I know there's a way to do it. And I don't have the patience to sit there and watch 50,000 videos to do a 3-minute loop.
Right. Yep.
Now, I did find out one program that you can basically pull this video in here and say, this is what you want to play in the background, and this is going to be me. I either want to be in the middle, the left, the right, the top corners, whatever. But they want $187 for the program.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm not that desperate.
Right?
Yeah.
Gaffa, plenty of room on panel. If you want to come up, you know the way.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've seen that. I had one video up for a little while that showed the background moving. but I
Mhm.
couldn't see or hear me, and I'm like, it was a test, and I was like, shit. You know, I know it can be done. I just got to figure out how to put both of us in there simultaneously. I know you got to like yeah.
Yeah.
I even try to watch.
It might be something stupid like when I first started sharing, like when I was on doing Ken's stream at the old house and I was doing it on the phones and I
Yeah.
was forgetting to hit share audio.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't actually doing the audio for Ken's opening song.
Yeah. Like I said, it's probably something simple. It's just I'm overlooking it or overthinking it, or just, you know. Because you know, this other thing is, I can pull up 5 or 6 videos on YouTube of people doing it, and
Yep.
each one is slightly different than the other one. I'm like, you think it would all be the fucking same, but
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying not really trying not to. I don't want to be a bitch here, but if that's okay, if Gaffa gets a hold of Liam on his email that is on Liam's channel, let's drop the subject now.
Yeah.
Just because the more we talk about it, the more chance there is that Voldemort will come in and cause problems.
Yeah, he that should not be named.
And Liam, I'm really sorry I completely blew the code earlier. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you were playing. My brain is mush. I can't help it.
Well, I had an idea what he was talking about, but I was trying not to bring it up. Like I tell my wife, I do try to practice what I preach.
Yep. Oh, you know what's wonderful? Since I dropped the semester,
Mm-hmm.
and okay, I bought a used anatomy book. The computer book I had to buy brand new, but I literally opened it and it was loose leaf with holes punched in it. I had to buy my own binder for it. And I called the school to find out how much I could get for bringing the anatomy book back. They were going to give me $35 for a book they initially charged me $159 for.
Oh
And
yeah,
I had it for 4 days.
yeah. Oh no, that's all of them. Even like GameStop, I bought stuff brand new and brought it back a week later to trade up for a different game.
Yeah.
We paid $80 for the damn game, not even 2 weeks ago, and they want to give me $20 credit. I was like,
Yeah.
you smoking dope, mother, because you know they're gonna turn around and put it right back on that shelf, used for $50.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
go fuck yourself. I mean, the case still smelled new. The game went in. You know, you could. I was like, dude, smell it. It still smells new.
Yeah.
You can go in the back and shrink wrap it. No one would ever know.
Donna, the kind of help that I'm going to need with schooling is actually one-on-one,
Yeah.
somebody face-to-face tutoring me, letting me ask them questions, them quizzing me, and then when I get it wrong, letting me discuss how I arrived at my wrong answer and how I can arrive at the right answer. And it's, yeah, I love the internet for a lot of things, but yeah, I like YouTube for learning. But even the YouTube videos that I was watching for my anatomy class just went over my fucking head. I need somebody to dumb it down for me. When you dumb it down, then I can figure out in my own head, and then I can put the right words to everything, and then I can sound smart.
Yeah. That's the same thing as a kid going, why they call it a funny bone? I said, well, it's actually called the humor So, humor, funny, humor. So that for short, everybody says, oh, you hit your funny bone. Actually, you hit your humor bone. Yeah. But there's no humor in it, okay? It's just, and it ain't even funny, so I don't even know why they call it the funny bone.
But everybody's reaction is to grab their elbow and laugh.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to start crying like a baby in front of people because it hurts like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's when you do that.
Yeah. I gotta have someone show me.
Well, it's not that not everybody has the exact same reading comprehension level. Yeah.
Well,
especially a word you've never heard. Yeah.
Before I had my last sinus surgery, I could literally sit down and read Stephen King's The Stand in 36 hours and understand and remember everything I read. I had an event during my sinus surgery and I lost control of my bladder and I lost the ability to read and understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's slowly coming back, but I have to read something like a paragraph like 5 or 6 times in order to understand it. And then a lot of times I have to go back and read it a couple more times to remember it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've always been a person, I can read something, pretty much catch it. But I've always been I'm one of them person, I can walk out in the field with a guy, watch him do his job one day, come back 3 days later and do it like I've been doing it for years.
Yep.
Because I visually sit there and said, oh, okay. Like you saying, you might have known what it was, but you always called it this and they call it that.
Yeah.
And when you figure, like you said, when you put 2 and 2 together, you're like, why didn't you just fucking say tighten the bolt, motherfucker?
Right?
They don't call it tighten the bolt. They call it adjusting so-and-so. And I'm like, it's tighten the fucking nut. That's all you had to do. Say, to get it to do this, tighten the nut. Don't tell me to adjust the cylinder slave. They try to put them fancy words, It's like, it simply boils down to, hey, dumbass, tighten the nut.
Right?
Yeah. I'm like, look, man, quit making shit hard. Life's hard enough. We don't need you throwing fancy words at everybody.
Look, I've got a couple of mechanics that I watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like if I need to fix something on my car, I go find their channel and usually they have what I need and I'll watch their videos like 2 or 3 times, go out and fix it. I'm good to go. Because they don't use the big words. A lot of times they call it by whatever it's called and then they show you where it is, tell you what it looks like, all that kind of stuff, so that even if you don't remember the word, you've got a description. They show you the video of where it is in your car and what it looks like and how to open it and all that stuff. And I love that. It makes it easy. That's
why I like Scotty Kilmer. He's a guru mechanic. He used to have a TV show, and now he just does it on YouTube because he got tired of, the bullshit of the TV.
Yep.
And he still does it on YouTube. His name's Scotty Kilmer, and he's an old Army Ranger from back in the days, but he's a mechanic, and he damn near can fix anything. And he does act like you tell. He'll tell you what it's called, but he said it's right here, and all this does is this and this. That's all it does. So.
And I'm just a guru.
Hello, Gaffa.
Hey,
in fact, I'll give you a good example. There was some throttle bodies on a certain vehicle that when people brought it in, they would tell them, "Oh, you need a whole new throttle body. It's bad." He had one in his driveway and showing exactly what it does. You know how you fixed it? two 2-cent zip ties.
Jeez.
What it was, they made the cable wrong, and when you pulled it, it didn't open the throttle all the way. It only halfway opened it, so you feel like you was losing power. Well, the
Yeah.
cable was made wrong, and it stretched easy after it heated up. So he
Yeah.
got underneath there and showed where to grab it with a pair of needle nose, and he pulled it out to show you the slack before it even moved the pedal in the car. And he
Yeah.
said, quick fix. He took 2 zip ties and he zip tied them one after on top of each other to fill the gap. Got in there and that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
How'd it go, Anthony?
Hey, isn't he doing good?
How'd
He
it
says,
go?
hey, he said, it only cost me 4 cents to fix your problem, not $280 for a new throttle body.
Right.
Yeah.
But the $280 isn't for the new throttle body. It's for the knowledge of knowing how to fix your problem.
Right. Well, no, but I'm just saying that's how he does his YouTube channel, let you know. Because he said in the shop, all they do is they pull that cable out the slack, they cut it, put a new ball on the end of it to where it catches the little deal again, and charges you $270 to change a little lead ball on the end of the cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
And he said the only reason they knew to do that because they got a memo from the corporation. Hey, this is how you fix the problem. Shorten the cable. Yeah. Of course, the shop, depending on how honest they are, it's either they would just shorten it and charge you a little bit, or tell you they had to change the whole throttle body. When all they did was clip the end of the cable and put a new lead ball on the end of the motherfucker.
I hate sending my car to mechanics. I really do.
Yeah.
But these days, I just can't be bothered climbing under a car or stick my head in the back of a hood. And
Yeah,
put
well,
on a muscle
there's a
and
lot
get
of
me
things
back
I
out.
can't do anymore either, Gaffer, but at least most of the mechanics I do go to, I've been knowing for years. And even the ones I know that can do good work, they're still shoddy sometimes. And I look at them and say, hey, this is me. I know where you sleep.
I used to have a really, really, really good mechanic who would go above and beyond and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But he got disillusioned with the industry and decided, no, I can't do this ripping off customers and giving
Well, that's
quotes
what
just
happened to
way out of
Scotty.
way. So he gave up being a mechanic, and he was one of the best mechanics I ever knew.
Yeah.
Now I've just spent the last 5 years since he left trying to find one that I can trust, and there's not many.
No.
I just want guys that tell you what's wrong with your car, charge you for doing it, so you're happy to go back to them the second time. I don't want to have companies that charge you the earth, lie to your ass, and then wonder why you don't come back when they finish bullshitting you.
We were lucky and found a guy that his shop is actually across the street from Ken's work, and he does excellent work. He doesn't bullshit me because I'm a woman. He tells me exactly what he would tell Ken, and he says this needs to be done right now. This has to be done, but it can wait. Whatever. I mean, he's really honest about it, and he doesn't overcharge for shit. He charges a fair price for his time and for the parts and all that. And the other cool thing that most mechanics around here won't do is he will take payments. He'll take $100 a week payments if you need him to. So it's kind of nice. He's a really good guy. We've been going to him for about 2 years now. So
I like the mechanics that'll take chickens or eggs. No, serious. I mean, it's some people have got an abundance of something that they're not making money off so much that they can share. And the village mechanic, the one that actually says yes, I am willing to, take a little bit less than normal just to do the service because he lives in the area. He's the well-known one, and everyone will get to know him, and everyone will do what they're supposed to, and so forth and so on. They're the kind of mechanics I like.
Yep. Yeah, see, here in the United States, that's illegal. It's illegal to barter and trade for services, at least in
Yeah.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
Because
it
you
is
can't
a lot of it. Just a lot of
can't-
like here.
you can't tax it. There's no
Yeah,
way to tax that trade,
That's
and
why
so
it's against
the
the law.
government says no.
And that's the
But
only
a lot of
reason why
that
it's
is
illegal.
the same here, but we do it anyway because,
Yeah.
unless they're right there filming you, it's how they going to trace it anyway. So.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of shit around here, and if it wasn't for bartering and horse trading, it wouldn't get done.
Well, like okay, we gave my nephew, Ken's nephew, the stove that was in this house and a washing machine. Well, he doesn't have the money to pay for all that, but he helps his dad in his dad's siding and roofing business. So,
Yeah.
so basically, the work that we want done, like wrapping the windows and replacing some rotten wood and stuff like that, he's going to work for his dad and basically give his dad free time working. And then his dad is going to take that off of our bill to pay for the washer and the stove.
Yeah.
So,
Which is a good way of doing it.
Yeah,
Oh
it's like
my.
me. I work on a lot of people's small engine stuff, and most of them are owners of restaurants and stuff. There's a few of them I can walk in there with just me and the wife, and we eat, and they just do this. When
Yeah.
we go to pay, they go, "No, bro, go." Yeah, this is on me. You fix my, my chainsaw. You fix my ATV. Whatever. We good, bro. Yeah. And after about 2 or 3 meals, they go, "Does that make us even?" I'm like, "Yeah, we even." Yeah, because I don't take advantage of it. I'm not gonna go there every day and eat for free,
Yeah.
because I know they got to make a living just like I do,
Yeah, which is the reason why I don't like to get paid in any way, because look, you're not here to give stuff away. You're here to make money, and I'm here to do what I do, and that's all there is to it. So,
Right.
treat me like a normal customer.
Yeah.
But then that's just me.
Joseph Grohl, woo!
Woo!
Hey, Joseph. I've had people say, "I can't believe you fixed that just for what he gave you." I said, "Bro, think about it. He couldn't fix it. I could. I wanted one of them, but I wouldn't go pay the price for it. He gave that to me just to fix something that took me 15 minutes to fix. If I was working a 9-to-5 job, I'd have to work 3.5 weeks to pay for that item."
Yep.
Yeah, I spent 15 minutes on this ATV. Now I have it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it may not be brand spanking new in the box, but it works and it does what I need to do. Hey, I'm happy. Yeah.
Doing okay, Joseph. Donna, stop thinking and just do it.
Yeah.
Yes, Donna, that is the one problem you got with you. You procrastinate a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I'm always
A lot of-
thinking about doing live streams. I'm thinking about not doing live streams.
Yeah, but a lot of us, she's cautious of her talking because she's legally deaf. She can't hear herself talk because that's why a lot of times you can't understand what she's saying.
I understand her just fine. So
Oh, I know, but there is times when her hearing's really bothering her and she can't even hear herself talk.
yeah.
I know, but we've all learnt Creole since she got online.
Yep.
Oh, I know. I know. But she's not. She's one of them. She's still learning to be thick-skinned. Okay. So
Yep.
yeah.
No, you can't learn to be thick-skinned. I'm sorry, it's an impossibility to learn to be thick-skinned. You either are.
Oh,
or
she's
you're not.
better than she used to be. She used to let everything bother her, and I'm like, fuck them people. Them people, when they go home at the end of the day, they're gonna sleep like babies. They're not even gonna think twice of your ass. So why are you giving them the benefit of your misery?
Yeah.
Tell them to go fuck themselves. To walk off.
Show me that face, Nick.
And if that don't work, you back up with them with the truck when you leave it.
No, not that one, Nick. Oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Gaffer, you fucking Kiwi reject.
Not in with your dick, Nick. How you doing, Nick?
I'm alright, mate.
And as usual, how's your mother, mate?
Fucking pain in the ass.
Good. That's wonderful. Long as
Think
still
she's doing
kicking,
good.
As long as she's still pissing you off.
So, Susan, do you want to swap? I'll have Ken and you have my mum.
No, I'll stick with what I've got, thank you.
Yeah, say she may need to have a discussion with Ken about that first, because I don't know how Ken would feel about rolling over and seeing you laying next to him, Nick. Bloody hell! What the?
Hey! At least he'll know that. And excuse me for this, Susan. That Nick's not asexual, all right?
Come on, buddy.
There may be benefits in that reunion, all right?
What's that old boy saying in that movie? His final last word. He says, "What do you mean I'm the she?"
Hey, Joseph, when are you going to stop being a fucking pussy and come on panel?
When you grow
And
tits
don't
in
give
a
me
vagina.
that fucking... And don't give me that fucking bullshit. You can't come on panel. I've seen you on other fucking live streams.
Yeah, Joseph, you're welcome. I'm sure other people have your link or have the ability to link to you. So
Yeah, don't go pampering Anthony up on the stream about his bloody background. You like his background? Get your ass up here and tell him.
Besides that,
Yeah.
my background's
You
from
fucking
Mr.
pussy.
Ken himself.
yeah, Ken worked a couple hours on that one.
Yeah,
What's that?
my background is.
His background.
Oh, is that what Ken done?
Yeah, he's been doing like color by number on his
Yeah.
phone. Keeps him busy.
Oh, that's how the
preoccupied.
Marines get... Hey, Anthony, isn't that how the Marines learn how to strip a rifle? By numbers.
Yeah.
Colour by numbers.
Yeah.
Does somebody have Joseph in Hangouts?
Yeah.
Send him an invite, please.
Okay.
You should know by now, Susan. I think Anthony's got everyone on Hangouts.
Trying to get there. Some people I've sent invites and it takes me forever to get them. Hey, you gotta go accept it. And every once in a while I come back to my Hangouts and there'll be a deal there that says unknown. Basically means the other person dropped out for whatever reason. Or they had to change their account because somebody wouldn't leave them alone.
Joseph, I do have you on Messenger, but Messenger is on my phone, and I'm on my computer for this, and I can't copy and paste from my computer to my phone. So
No, I can.
You don't. You email yourself and then you take it from there and do it to there.
Yeah.
I got it.
Email yourself.
okay, thank you, Donna. And maybe somebody can link me to Joseph on my Hangout account.
Donna, I don't care if you've got it. Stop spreading it around.
Yeah.
We don't want it. Whatever you got, we don't want.
Still waiting on Ron to answer that one I made between you and him. He still ain't answered it.
Yeah, right.
What, Toy Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. I linked them together, but he still hadn't said nothing in the damn. I even said, "Say hi to Susan, fucker."
I know.
Well,
And he popped into the room because he shows his icon. He just didn't respond. I'm like, you got to respond so it locks you in. That way I can leave. Because if I leave right now, it's just going to delete the whole thing. Yeah.
that may
As
not
soon as
be
they
a bad thing.
respond, I back out. That way it makes it, private between you two.
And we all know how Susan likes it private.
Let's see. Let's see. I guess. Shit. All right.
So how's Ken today, Susan?
Didn't seem too good when I was back there having lunch with him and stuff. He's hurting pretty bad.
Yeah, I know how he feels, but you know what I suggest?
Hmm.
You should show him your bra at work for me. Telling you,
There you
my
go,
mind
Joseph. I've just sent it to you on Messenger.
my mind went right off any problems I was having at that moment.
What, you sharing the love around, Donna? How much is it to go? £10?
Sharing the love around, Donna. That kind of love we don't need, all right? Any love that takes antibiotics to get rid of, we don't need.
It's good to hear, Donna. I'm glad she's doing better.
Removing of bodily parts is God's way of saying I'm taking you one piece at a time.
No, it's called a down payment.
Down payment, damn! I was looking at.
Yeah. I told somebody, I told him, I said, I'm so broke, I have to give body parts one at a time so I can pay for my debt.
Joseph, what are you having trouble with? Just getting, clicking the link, or?
Why would you need to come in on your Jenga account to tell us you're having trouble? What, your Joseph account doesn't work anymore? Yeah, I look at it
No,
this
it's a
way,
fucking
Anthony.
troll, I bet you.
Well, when you've got halfway through your life and you need to remove body parts because things are going wrong, that's God's way of saying, "Hey, you're reneged on the account, mate, and we're slowly repoing you, all right?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Sending the sharks around to pick their bits out.
Well, Joseph, you got a link from both Donna and Anthony. And
And me.
Nick. Sorry.
I can
So,
see how you get them both mixed up, Susan.
that phone works faster. Okay.
Come on, Joseph, you fucking pussy. We'll be alright. We won't take the piss out of you for at least 30 seconds.
30 times up.
Here we go.
Okay, folks, don't forget the 10th and the 11th, is it, Susan?
Yeah. Yep.
The 10th and 11th live stream. 40 hour or whatever it is.
Yep.
And for all those, a bit of a head up warning, I might be there. Can't give you a time, so you're just going to have to take the chance I might turn up.
Hey, Dave Larson.
Hey, Dave.
I click on it. It says what? What does it say?
Viet, excuse me,
Bullshit.
got the, visit this
This
page.
page.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. You visit that page, and then it opens up a page, and then you have to go through the steps.
Yep.
You may have to go up to the upper right-hand corner and click the three dots. Donna, you don't have to download StreamYard.
No, there is no app for StreamYards.
You have to
StreamYards is a
okay.
web page.
Go to the upper right-hand corner of your phone and click the three dots. There's a pull-down menu and hit desktop mode.
Yep.
You may have to do that. You may not. As a guest, you may not.
Hey, our kid.
Hello, our kid. I got a compliment from the neighbor yesterday again about how good my dogs are and how well I keep them under control. That was nice.
Yeah, it's also a little bit of a. She's not happy about having dogs next to her.
Well, he told me that the people that lived here before had a dog and they let it stay outside all day and it yapped all day long. He likes dogs. He just doesn't like yappy dogs. And I'm like, hey, I'm the same way. I refuse to have a yappy dog. So, and one of mine is a yappy breed, but he is not a yappy dog.
He wouldn't dare.
You two are lushes.
Right, I'm gonna go and get my head down. Catch you later.
All
All
right,
right,
Nick, thanks for being here.
You're going to miss out on
Right,
Joseph.
fuckers.
You're going to miss out on Joseph. Apparently it wasn't that important after all.
Dave Larson says he'll come over in a dog suit and bark at him.
Speaking of which, Dave, how goes your house?
Dave, do you want to share the good news that you got from the realtor? Guys, I am not a wrestling mat. What the hell? Yeah, go wrestle on the floor.
I'm sure wrestling was really what they were after. I think they were vying.
Wait.
Our kid, I do not put the link out in chat. if you are hooked up to my Hangouts account or to Ken's Hangout account,
Or to mine, or to
then I
Anthony's.
could possibly put a link in. What, Chloe?
Yeah, we don't do links in chat no more.
Do you need something?
Tell Tammy he can stay in the well.
Do you need to go potty? That would be a yes. All right, guys, I'll be back. If
All
Joseph
right.
figures out how to get up there, can you please take care of him?
Of course.
I will be back in a bit.
I'm playing nothing. I'm watching someone else's deal. God, I wasn't muted.
We don't put links in chats, our kid. Too many trolls take advantage of links in chats. So we
Yep.
stopped doing it. We stopped using links in chats.
Oh, wow. Oh, somebody gonna get shot. These freaking kids are gonna learn.
No, they're not. That's the problem, Anthony. They're not learning.
Well, my brother-in-law just sent me some photos and stuff. And he's got cameras. I mean, most of us have cameras now. I mean, I don't know why these kids don't realize. Just because it's way out in the middle of the countryside and it's a farm doesn't mean they don't have security and cameras everywhere.
Oh no, it's just
They were driving down the road by his field and they got out with a 9mm and shot a bunch of the 2 and 3 month old cows in the head and shit. Just left them laying. Yeah.
All I can say is WTF.
Yeah.
I can understand getting out and throwing them to the ground and all that kind of, because that's, it's what you always done with the kid. But they get up, they're fine, everything's great. What, they were shooting them to head?
Yeah.
The fuck? No wonder they want to do gun laws.
Yeah, well, see what they don't realize around here, they're not going to call the cops. They're going to wait for you, and they're going to put a bullet in your ass. So we have castle law here. You just shot another man's livestock, his livelihood. By our laws, he has every right to end your life. Yeah, he was telling me that one of them, his nephew, said he recognized him from high school. So they already got a name. And they won't turn you into the cops because cops don't do shit but slap you on the hand. Because most time they're minor.
Most of them are stupid too.
Yeah. Just tell him, don't be stupid enough to go to their property. Make sure it's in a public place. All right. Fucking kids ain't gonna never learn.
Nope.
I'm not saying kids because Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's 28 years old. He's not a kid. He's old enough to whoop.
Yeah, he's old enough to have his ass whooped by the law.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You know, and he's like me. You know, if he come out there and found the cow shot and its, backside or one whole side of it's missing, he can understand somebody did it because they needed food. But to shoot a cow like that and then leave it out in the field like that, that's a waste of a lot of meat.
Yeah, even if
I mean, he'll kill
just
your
take
ass.
the bloody meat,
Yeah, he'll kill your ass either way you do it. But at least he could understand that you shot the cow and cut half its back half off because you needed meat or something. Still leaving the whole thing just laying out there rotting.
Yes, folks, just to let you know, it's not a friggin' letterbox. You're not meant to hit it with a baseball bat and drive off.
Yes.
Our kid is saying is something wrong. Have I missed something here? What's going on?
No, nothing's wrong. I don't know. He asked what we said about the links, and I told him we don't put the links in the chat. And that's about all I've said.
Okay.
Was there more needed to be said? Because if there was, that's fine. We will say more.
I don't think more needs to be said other than we do
You
it
wish to
for
come up,
our
which
own
is fine.
safety.
But we need to have some way of contacting you other than chat.
Yeah, either if you're hooked up with somebody on Facebook or my Twitter is at neckmisses. If you're hooked up with Ken in Hangouts or Anthony in Hangouts, you can get a hold of us any of those ways, and
I say
then
or
we can
me,
get
but
you a
I know
link.
you're not. So
Don't know.
But it's literally for the protection of the channel. So
not
Also,
anything against anyone personally, but we just don't do it in chat no more.
I like that one.
right on, Donna.
Hi, Billy Mays here with Looter Be Gone. He's sitting on top of a Sherman tank. Then there's another one showing him holding the 12 gauge, and he's holding it out like this. Like, hey, this is Billy Mays here with the new Looter Be Gone.
Well, our kid, it's to prevent anything more bad from happening. It's just a security measure we have put in place to prevent all sorts of bullshit.
And we've had some all sorts of bullshit. We've had a long fair share of our bullshit.
Yep. Spiky, you're in my spot.
No, you are mistaken. You're in his spot.
That's what he thinks.
I'm not sure how you get that in. A lot of different stuff is happening. We've dealt with it. I'm doing what I feel like doing as well. Are you? You coming to say hello or not? Because you just interrupted us. So am I. And I've seen Susan's bra. What's that got to do with it? It's only your face you have to stick in. There you go. Say hello, they can hear. Hello. There you go. Now bugger off. You bored?
Right on, Donna.
Do what you gotta do.
I want to see how it's taking shape.
Where were we? Shame, sorry to hear that. Always, he's nice guys who get the bullshit. I do the same.
Oh yeah, we're fine, our kid. It's just, just have to be extra careful these days. So
Yeah, it's not taking any longer than I was expecting, Donna.
Donna, you should hop up on panel and show us what you've got done.
Yes, she is a beautiful Mrs. Gaffer.
Yes, she is.
She's also a stupid Mrs. Gaffer because she married me. Keep telling her to go see a doctor and get her head checked, but she goes, no, I'm fine. I said, no, that is one thing you are not, is fine. If you were fine, you wouldn't be married to me.
Exactly, Dave.
Well, we don't stop problems before they occur as much as we'd like to, Dave, but we do deal with them. They are dealt with, and we move on.
Yep.
That's basically how we deal with it.
I have been known to jump on people for bullying. I've had people come into the chat and start attacking somebody on stream, and I immediately shut that down. I don't allow that. Wave at me, Donna.
Yeah.
No, put your shirt down. We don't want you waving them at her. People don't know what goes on in the basement. I can pretend anything I like.
Oh, wow. That's
Donna,
looking good.
can you hold it up? Can you hold it up by the top edge for me? Hold it up by the top edge. Grab the top edge. Don't grab halfway. Right, no, higher. I can't see the top edge. Oh yeah, you've made a mistake. It's supposed to be red, white, not white, red, white, red.
I went by the pattern.
No,
Yeah, but
our
you started with the wrong colour. You were supposed to start with red. You started with white.
No, I started with red.
It's hard to upset anybody in here, our kid. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you had it upside down. Is that what? All right, no, it's fine. I got it now.
Yeah.
That's looking awesome, Donna.
Thank you.
The fun
Thank
part's
you
when you
very-
put the blue in with all the stars.
Don't be giving her a big head about it. Not that impressive.
Yeah, but the deal is she going to make the stars ahead, or is she going to do like my grandma, where she would stop and change the color to get the stars in the pattern?
Oh, geez.
Already got the star.
Oh, so you're going to do the tie-ins? Okay, yeah, that's a lot easier because my grandma, but she'd been doing it for like freaking 60 years. She could sit there and like change the color and then jump back and then have a star within the deal. I'm like, oh hell no.
No,
Wow.
I ain't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
awesome.
I can do the stars.
Yeah.
In the
All
in
you
the
can be
pattern.
done is just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You know what the answer? You know what the answer to it is, Anthony, to make it not such a pain in the ass?
What?
Little
Not
balls of
do
wool.
it.
Little balls of wool. It is. You can actually get them. They're plastic things like butterflies, and you wind on what you think you need for each star, and you just do little balls of wool. I had 27 balls of wool for one row one time.
Yeah.
Donna, what's your yarn made out of? Is it like a cotton polyester blend?
I don't know.
You know that blanket I knitted for my daughter with the Doctor Who TARDIS on the front? Yeah, I showed a really big blue one with the Doctor Who
Yep.
TARDIS and everything on it. that had at the maximum it had
Bring it
16
here,
balls of wool. It had 16 balls of wool
Wow.
attached to the back of it.
Red Heart, whatever it is.
No, that's not what she asked you.
I'm wondering what is in the yarn? What is it? Is it like a cotton polyester blend? Is it 100% cotton? You know,
Nylon wool.
Nope, it's 100. This is 100% acrylic.
okay, it's acrylic. Okay.
100% acrylic.
Which is damn good because 100% wool is very expensive shit to buy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know. I've seen the prices on the 100% wool, and I'm like, yeah, look good right there on the shelf.
Yep.
But on the same token,
Yeah, it's some good shit.
the stuff you make out of it is very long lasting and very good
Oh, yeah.
wearing and will resale 20 years down the track for a hell of a lot more than the bloody acrylic shit will.
Maybe
Yep.
that's the same thing I maintain.
100% acrylic.
Yep.
100 acrylic is affordable, but wool, I love knitting with wool. I reckon it's absolutely phenomenal. You really, really haven't experienced wool unless you've actually taken the fleece, turned it into wool yourself, coloured it yourself, and then knitted it.
I've never met the wool.
We used to have a friend when I was a kid that they had sheep. They sheared the sheep. She did what she needed to the wool, carded it, spun it. She had a spinning wheel. She would dye it. She would then knit and crochet all sorts of stuff out of it. It was amazing.
Yep. I used to do it when I was a little bit younger, but then the relationship I was in at the time petered out and she took all the stuff and I didn't want to have to redo it all. So.
Our kid, it should be probably hand washed so it doesn't shrink in cool water.
Yep.
If you're talking about acrylic, also if you're talking about wool, it should be hand washed in cool water.
And
Yeah.
nothing should be tumble dried.
No.
Yeah,
Line dry.
line dry it.
Line dry or flat dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, in my opinion, front load washers are more gentle on woolen garments than hand washing is.
Yeah.
That's because front load washers don't actually wash your clothes. They just kind of wiggle them around a bit.
Yes, they do.
I
They do a
hated my
very-
front load washer. I absolutely hated it. It did not get our clothes clean.
Mm-mm.
Then you weren't using it right. I'm telling you now, I've had one for 22 years and I've had like 3. And I can guarantee you, I've no problem with the way my clothes get washed in a front loader.
I ended up with a top loader that doesn't have like one of the full size agitators.
Right.
That thing cleans my clothes like crazy. I love it. My front loader took an hour and 45 minutes or more to run.
Yep.
This top loader I've got, half hour. Everything's washed and it's clean. 45 minutes and it's dry.
That's
Love
why
it.
I went back to the top loader like you're talking about. I had the side load, and even my towels, I noticed I can use them one time, and then when they were hanging to dry, because I usually use my towel 2 or 3 times, it smelled moldy.
Yeah.
And I basically got the same type of washer, but it's a top load instead of a side load, and it works 300 times better.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay,
what?
our kid, take it easy. Thanks for coming in.
So I noticed in the side load, it would just spin this way a few times, stop, spin this way a few times, stop.
Thanks for coming
And
in.
that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, people don't realise it, and most people think there's no difference, but there are front loaders work different with different washing powders.
What?
Well, half the
You have to
time,
have the right washing powder.
I would pull my clothes out of my front loader, and half of them would still be dry.
Yep. Yep.
And I
Seriously?
wasn't overfilling it.
Seriously, what front loader you got? Because I got ones that it's half full
I
of
had
bloody
a-
water.
I
They
had a
don't give a shit how
Maytag
many
that
clothes
did
are in it. They're getting wet.
I had a Maytag that did it. I had a Whirlpool that did it, and I had a Mana that did it.
I think that this one that I had was an LG.
Well, that's pretty much.
I've had nothing but LGs, and I'm happy with them.
LG's nothing but a rebadged GE anyway.
Yep.
I got a 10 kilo LG. I'm happy with it. And the last one I had before this was a 10 kilo LG.
Yeah.
And one before that was an 8 kilo LG.
Have you ever figured out what song it plays when it's done washing?
No,
Mm-hmm.
never bothered to listen.
I've tried. It plays a tune when it's done washing, and I've tried like crazy to figure out what the tune is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's a Mozart tune, but I can't.
It's not Mozart. Beethoven. The other one.
I
Beethoven.
only ever
Yeah.
I only ever know when my washing machine's finished because it stops making lots of noise.
Does yours do the? Does yours do the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Beethoven. Yeah, mine did it too. You've been there trying to.
We used to have a washer dryer combo, and
Yeah.
The dryer doesn't actually dry the clothes like a traditional dryer because it's a washer.
Yeah.
It used to actually add water to the mix and then boil the water to steam the clothes and then let the heat that was inside dry the clothes.
Oh wow.
I thought it was weird too, but we didn't use it because, it's phenomenal. All dryers are expensive to run. I don't give a shit what they are. So we didn't use it just because we didn't want to waste electricity. And then one time we decided we needed to use it and it didn't work. So I thought, yeah, well, that was a hell of a waste of money on it. The only time we used it.
Let me tell you one thing. Guess what's not hooked to my dryer? The water hose. Because I know it's for the steam function, but look, as an old tech from back in the days, it just blows my mind actually trying to stick a water hose on a fucking electric dryer. Okay, it just my mind's going, that don't go there.
It's called a kettle, Anthony.
Yeah,
these electric kettles that got
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You just, I'm used to the old school dryer. You just hooked the dryer vent hose to it, plugged it up, you was done. And then when you go, there's an outlet on the back for a hose. Oh, hell no, I ain't putting no fucking water to this motherfucker. It's an electric dryer. Come in here and grab my clothes.
Hold for a sec. Trish, can you see Donna? Hold on, give me a sec.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know it's new for features and new functions. It's just my brain can't wrap around sticking a water hose to electric dryer.
Right.
Because that safety deal, water and electric dryer. Because what if something, my mind's thinking, what if something starts leaking and it gets on there and you go to reach in and grab your
clothes? Well, watch.
And it lights you up like a Christmas tree.
If you watch Donnie, you can see how you crochet, and then it would save me having to teach it. I'll even do that for you. Look. Yeah, it's called double crochet. Yeah, but that puts like that much on your square. No, she's doing the whole pattern double crochet. Yeah, pretty well. See? It's the American flag, just so you know. Right? Yeah, it is. This is
That is looking so good, Donna.
Popped another one. Good. Apparently my body doesn't like mold for whatever reason. You ever get a mold that grows on you and then it starts bothering you? You go to do this with it and the whole thing just comes off?
Yep.
My body does it all the time. Apparently it doesn't like molds because I had one right here growing and I rubbed it the other day and the whole thing just went
Huh.
like I burned it off with acid.
Wow.
Funny as shit. Yeah. Well, my body says, nah, you don't belong here. Get the hell out of here.
Mm.
Or I get skin tags on my side right here. And
Yeah.
they'll get so big and then they just die.
No, double crochet, no.
Ken's got
Donna.
Ken's got skin tags, but his don't die.
How many
Yeah.
rows per color?
Well,
Yeah.
mine used to not die, but ever since 2016, anything I get on my body that's not normally there, it doesn't stay long.
You got 7
All right,
rows.
thank you. All right,
Yep.
thank you.
Well,
She wants me to teach her to crochet.
Yeah.
Laura, you can probably go on YouTube and
That's
find
how she did it.
left-handed crocheting videos.
Yep.
right.
I would bet you any amount of money you could do that and learn how to crochet left-handed from
Yep.
YouTube.
I'm sorry, Lorna, but crocheting right-handed is no different to crocheting left-hand. You just do it all in the left hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still the same thing. You still got to do the pick up and the put through and then the double crow and all that shit. It's still got to be done. You just do it
Hey,
with the left hand.
Nancy. I think I
Hey,
sent you a
Nancy.
link. If I didn't and you want one, let me know.
Yeah, if
Hello,
she didn't
Nancy.
send you a link, it's because she doesn't want you up here. So just shut up and bugger off.
Shut up, Java.
I used to know how to make rows at once. What?
0.
Hey, Dreams. You've got a link too if you want one.
No, Nancy, you only ever heard the worst part of that statement, didn't you? I said you've got a link. If she didn't send you a link, she doesn't want you up here. Bugger off. So don't
Yeah,
give me the
Nancy.
shit. You're gonna bugger off. I'm not. I tell you, I ain't coming over to Seattle to kick your ass. I'm not.
We got to
You have to
leave.
start kicking your own.
You want to cry.
Huh.
Now you want him to leave.
Don't be sitting down there without showing us the finger at least, Nick.
Oh, God.
Identify yourself.
Oh, no, he's on the shitter. He's on the shitter. If Nick's not the dark, he's on the shitter.
Hey, Gaffer, is it wrong every time Nick pops up on the bog, I hear Benny Hill music in the background? I'm saying every time Nick pops up on the bog, I hear Benny Hill's theme song going.
Oh, shut up, Donny, you old bat.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, no, actually, he's pushing the other way, so he can't fuck himself at the moment.
Hey, Anthony, can you do me a big favour?
What's that?
Go stick your dick in Donny's mouth to keep it quiet.
Well, hell, that's not a favor. That'd be a pleasure.
Don't promise me a good time, man.
Hey, Lisa Ann.
Hey, Melissa, you've got a link too if you want to use it. You're more than welcome.
I'm Melissa.
You didn't get a link, Dreams? Hang on. I swore I sent you a link.
She got a link.
Hi, Dream.
Oh, fuck, not a...
Oh, you know why she didn't get the link? Because I forgot to hit enter. Now you have a link, Dreams.
It would help to enter.
What the
Oh,
hell?
shut up, Donny, you old bat.
Fuck up, Nick.
Hey Nick, you want to see a good one, man? This guy brought me this deal. I got to show you this air filter, man. Hang on. Share screen.
Nick is on the shitter and he's smoking a cigarette. I think the gas might be dangerous. Wave at me, Dreams.
Hey, he said his mower wouldn't start. Look at that filter.
What the fuck is that?
That's the air filter on a lawnmower.
Holy hell, no wonder it wouldn't start.
My thing is, he's like, well, I changed the oil. I said, whoa, you know, every once in a while, you got to at least take the air filter off and beat it or something and blow an air gun or something.
If anybody
Yeah,
else wants up, I can drop Donna into the basement.
Yeah.
So just let me know or pop up into the basement and I'll switch you out with Donna. That's fine.
Yeah, and if people don't believe me that I'm on the bog, there
Nick,
you go.
I just woke up. I think I'm having a nightmare. I just saw Nick on the bog.
No dreams. You know, it's a wet dream.
No. No. It's a nightmare. I'm gonna go back.
Well, it'll be wet depends on how he splashes.
Dreams is a wet dream.
Oh, it's definitely wet.
If you see Nick jump, you know it's because he splashed.
No. If you see Nick smile, you know damn well there was splashback.
Yeah.
And hi, Missy. I got a word
See,
in Edgewood.
Susan, you got that wrong. We don't call it splashback. We call that free nut wash.
Well, that's the first time I've ever. That's the first time I've ever. First time I've ever seen a turd on a bog.
Oh my God, Nick.
It gives a new meaning to a lump on the log, huh?
There's a new meeting. Eat and grin.
There you go, Dream.
You're one of a kind, Nick.
One of a kind. Oh, Lord.
I don't want to know what he's going to show us next.
Don't encourage him.
Just scared to look.
Well, I'm just wiping my ass at the moment.
Yeah, don't show us that.
No.
I'm surprised you don't get your mother to do that, Nick.
Don't give him
at least
any
you're-
ideas.
At least you're entertaining the wife, Nick. Pissing herself laughing in the kitchen. I haven't seen her laugh that much since I got my dick out.
I thought that was crying.
No, that's what she did after we got married.
I dream.
All right, back in a minute.
All right.
Thanks for the morning.
No, Nick, you've had your 15 seconds of fame.
He's an all-out time except that soon.
You know, he got dropped on the flush. He's got
friends request on Facebook.
he's got one of them flush 3000. He's got a
He's been watching his movies all day. He hasn't even been in Facebook.
It's amazing. I've gone a whole month without having any problems with my toilets.
Shocking, ain't it?
It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
You know,
Every time you flush, you just keep waiting for it, don't you?
well, it took me 2 weeks to quit standing there and
Wait.
flush and then waiting to make sure it was going to go down.
Yeah.
Shit, we're on city water. That stuff is gone the second you fucking push the lever down.
Hey, our city water pressure here was so strong they had to put regulators right before the house, so you can
Wow.
actually turn it down so it wouldn't keep popping those old. Because some of these houses got old pipe. You know what I'm saying? They can't take that 80, 90 psi. You know.
Yeah.
So they gave you a deal to where you can crank it back down to 40, 45.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we still got Saturn, so.
Yeah.
And for those who don't
You
know
got
what a Saturn is, it's the reservoir of water above your toilet before you flush that gets filled up by the pressure of the what's name.
Yeah. That's why I never understood why they got away from the original water closet, you know, when the tank was way up here.
Yeah.
Because when you pulled the thing on that gravity of that distance between there and the back of that toilet, it would take the porcelain off the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the good thing about the reservoir in a toilet or the Saturn is you can then get rainwater, and with a very low volume pump that works on solar, pump the water into your Saturn and get more pressure, because the Saturn had more pressure than anything else had.
Yep.
Well, believe it or not, we just did a house not long ago, and I helped a friend of mine set up his bathroom the old school way. He didn't think you could still do that. I said, yeah, there's piping kits you can buy, and you can put the pipe up on it and put the toilet up on the actual wall like they used to when they called it a water closet. You know?
Yep.
He didn't know you could still do that. I said, well, yeah, it just most people don't, because it's convenient to just slap it on the ground, 2 bolts or 4 bolts in it, and you was done, you know?
Yeah.
But if you want that old school, and he likes it because he said when you flush that sucker, it's gone.
My one toilet has the initials WC on the back.
You do know that WC doesn't actually stand for water closet.
What does it stand for?
Women's convenience.
Yeah.
It is, because it's a sit-down toilet, whereas if it was a men's
funny.
convenience, it'd be a stand-up.
Yeah. Well, I done said my new bathroom's gonna have a freaking stand-up urinal in it.
No,
One
we
of
have
them's
we have here in Australia. We call it the hand basin. Oh, the only difference between a stand-up urinal and a hand basin is the height.
Yeah.
Right, if it's down low enough, you could piss in it and then turn the tap on to flush it, or you can wash your hands in it. Just don't tell your guests that it's
the urinal I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the little small one hanging on the wall. I'm talking about the one that goes all the way to the floor, sunk into the floor. Oh, my ceilings? Yeah, I do need to move. I'll be that. We got a storm coming. I got to move my seedlings back underneath the carport to get drowned.
All right.
By the way, hi, Kappa.
Hey, Dreams, show us your tits.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, you can do that as well if you like, straight after you show me your tits.
Oh, I thank you for the compliment. I like that.
Well, apparently your husband's not interested, so come see me. You nearly took me up on the offer for a sec there, didn't you?
I'm not going to even go there. Have you guys ever been so hot that all you guys want to do is sleep?
Oh, yeah.
Every summer. Every summer. But you get used to it after a while, and having a beach within, bike riding distance always helps.
Oh, that's definitely good. I miss living near a beach.
Well, We live in
but
Australia.
let us
Everyone
sleep
lives near a
on.
beach. Well, not everyone. On the east coast, they were silly enough to go inland a little bit. Like Bree and Andy, they're like a half day's drive to a beach, I reckon.
Yeah. Melissa, do you want to come up? I've asked you, but you didn't answer, so I don't know if you heard me or not. I've sent you a link if you want it. Love to have you up if you can. I think that's cool that Anthony's using that picture Ken did as a background.
Yep. I'm just using the other one he did as a front ground.
Oh, wow. That's going to be cool.
You're okay, thanks, Lorna. How are you going, Lorna? Good.
What's that?
No, I'm just looking at the chat.
Oh.
One of us has got it once in a while.
So a while back, actually, right after we moved in, we ordered a small pressure washer from Sam's Club. It finally got shipped because we have 2 area rugs that, I mean, they need to be pressure washed before we try to do anything like actually use a carpet cleaner on them. So yeah, and then we've needed a pressure washer for other things too. So, but should be here in a couple days.
Yeah, I bought a pressure washer to clean the tiles on my roof.
Those things are pretty handy.
Now I use it to wash my car.
Yep. Yeah, we're not supposed to wash our cars here. I'm like, what?
Oh, because they're paying for the water?
They're paying for the water, and I suppose they don't want the, whatever detergent or soap you use to go down the drains. But honestly, I don't hand wash my car anyway. I take it through a car wash. And as soon as I get it fixed, it's going through the fucking car wash. It's still got mud splatters up like somebody painted it from the old place. Oh, what was crazy? That crazy storm we had the other night that took out the siding on the back of our house. Out where Megan lives, they had hail that was 2 to 3 times the size of ours. Broke 4 of their windows. What is that?
That's cute.
That's adorable. But it and a bunch, and like all of the new houses that our old landlord had moved in, the north side of every single one of his new houses, all the windows were busted out of and all the siding was ruined. And he wasn't even finished like putting porches on them and stuff like that. But our house, our old house, the great big picture windows, perfectly intact. The front windows, perfectly intact. There was nothing wrong with our fucking house.
Well, you know why there's nothing wrong with those windows? Because they're actually sliding glass windows. They're thicker and stronger.
Yeah, they're sliding glass doors, and they were designed to be hit,
Kicked and everything else, yeah.
So that was kind of cool. I makes me feel little better about them driving down the road with those big picture windows in there.
Susan, would you like me to give you a list of things wrong with your house?
I know a list of things that's wrong with that house.
Picture windows was the only thing that was not wrong with that house, all right?
I know. Trust me, I know. And actually, those picture windows needed to be reframed because the wood all along the bottom and up about an inch was all rotten.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, still can't believe that they're actually still going to do what they were going to do with the house after Ray went in there and saw the place when you left it, and they go, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I will.
I told him, I walked him through and showed him how bad the floor was and told him, I mean, there's holes all over the trailer, all over the floor in different places. I mean, there's like a hole this big between the kitchen and the living room, and that's like a mouse highway. And I told him this floor is going to have to just be replaced. The roof, you don't need to replace the roof. The structure itself, you're going to have to gut it, but it's been rebuilt with 2x4s, so don't need to worry about that. And he said, you know, the guy that does this, if he has to take them down to the studs, he does. So
He's also going to ask for his money back when he gets there.
oh, Donna, I know that whole thing needs to be rebuilt. I know that. But, you know, if you have a good roof, you've got a good frame, you've got good structure, meaning the 2x4s holding it up, you know, that's half your cost or more right there. So, you know, it's still going to be a good house for somebody, and it'll be way better than when we had it. So,
Yes, and the mouse will love it.
Hurry back, Melissa.
all right, Melissa, hurry back.
Yeah, no, hold on, Melissa. If you come back, you got to get up on panel.
Well, when I was doing houses, I tell people I would rather buy 3 trailers, cut them, and redo them than have to build from the ground up.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as the
One
base
of
is
cost,
okay.
yeah, but I'm just saying because of cost and time.
I know, but when you've got a house that's so bad that the floor needs to be replaced, you got to question the base on that. You know what I mean?
Well, the base is metal.
Not if it's
You got to remember
rusted
it's
out
a
of that.
trailer. As long as the metal's not fatigued and rusted through, you can yank a floor out of a trailer and have one back in one day. I've done it.
Yep.
I mean, I've completely gutted them.
If they keep the same configuration for the windows and stuff, there's all those windows were put in recently, within the last 10 years. Obviously, the 2 picture windows are excellent. They're just no good for plants because they don't allow UV light in. But, you know, there's a really nice window in the second bedroom. And then the 2 end windows are also of the same type as the picture windows, except they've got cranks so they open out, you know. So oh great, I smoke and Donna gets the munchies. That's funny.
Yeah.
Donna, what was in your cigarette?
You've been in my jelly bellies again, haven't you?
He's gonna go to McDonald's soon, Susan. Do you want anything?
You in my jelly bellies again?
Hey, Dirty Operations, good to see you.
She's like, just one. I'm like, that's all it takes. They're 90 milligrams.
Holy crap! I want some of those, Anthony.
Well, I had to hook you up with my brother in Trinidad, Colorado. He makes them.
My former boss that passed away used to get me the drinks,
Yeah,
and they were 200 milligrams a bottle,
yeah.
and I would have like 2 or 3 days off in a row. My first day off, I'd get up in the morning and I would chug the bottle.
I know what you're talking
And I would
about.
spend the next 2 days just happy as a clam. I could accomplish anything I wanted to accomplish. I got so much done around my house. I didn't have pain, and I was in a good mood, and yeah, it was wonderful stuff.
Not
Does
to
it
bring
have
you
mango in it?
She knew not to get me anything with mango in it.
I wonder why.
She always got me black cherry or the like tropical fruit stuff.
not to bring your story down or anything, Susan, but I've never seen a happy clam.
You got to hold it sideways.
Make it smile.
I held a clam sideways once and it pissed all over me, so I thought, I ain't doing that again.
Well, duh.
Lorna, you actually don't need, well, you might need the THC, but you might want to start out with CBD.
Well, it
It's
depends on the seizure. They found out sometimes the THC is needed
yes.
in the CBD.
But and the best thing that I have a lot of friends who use THC for seizures. They actually get THC oil,
Yep.
but it's really thick, and it comes in like an eyedropper, and you just put like a couple of drops on your hand, and you lick it off.
Right here.
You put it right here on your hand, and you lick it off, and it takes me. And if you actually hold it in your mouth and let the saliva build up and get it under your tongue, takes about 10 minutes to kick in. And that is the best way I have ever used THC.
Yep.
And that's the way my 3 friends that have seizures that use it for that, that's how they do it.
Also, Robert, talk to your doctor first because we
You'll
don't
have
know
to
what
excuse
kind of
me,
seizure they are.
Susan, but I'm always going to like them in cookies, all right?
I'm not big on edibles because they take so long.
Yeah.
But if I've already got some on board that I've smoked, then I'll eat some edibles and it'll last all day.
It lasts all week, woman, I'm telling you. Especially if your digestive system is slow, it's still. Damn, am I still buzzing?
Well, when I would drink those 200 milligram drinks, it was a good 48 hours at least.
Oh yeah. But like
Yeah.
I said, it's 200 milligrams. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If it didn't last you at least 2 days, you got a serious problem.
Lorna, just so that you know, if you have edible CBD coming, it literally can take up to 14 days for the CBD to have an effect if you take it orally. I love it. I got these for $10. They're CBD vapes. One of them you probably can't see because it's yellow. I'll show you the purple one. It's just a little vape, and it's got about 200 puffs in it. I didn't mean to do that. And Ken uses them and I use them. We both use them for pain. I also use it for anxiety. And I do have some friends that use it for seizures. like has been said, it depends on what kind of seizures you have. And if you've got a cool doctor, talk to your doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got an edible type that's coming. For
Yeah.
taking the drops, you should hold them under your tongue.
Like you do a nitro pill. Yep.
Yeah, like you do a nitro pill or something. It helps it get into your blood system faster, and that will help it get through the blood-brain barrier faster. But it's still going to take time for your body to build it up enough to get through the blood-brain barrier. So be aware that it's not going to be an instant, you're not going to notice any results instantly. But the vapes are actually the cheapest way that I found to take it. And they work instantly because you inhale it, it goes through the blood-brain barrier.
Yeah. Or you oxygenate your blood with it.
Yep. I ordered some CBD oil from Wish one time. I opened it, put a drop on my tongue, and I went, oh my God, they sent me coconut oil. Coconut oil and CBD oil taste completely different.
Night and day taste different.
I got my money back.
Also, Lorna, if you want to do anything, I don't know what state you live in, but if it's legal, you might want to talk to your doctor about it too.
Yeah, like I said, if you have a cool doctor that would be a little open to this, at least get it on your treatment plan, so that your doctor is aware. There are rare occasions where medication can interact with THC or CBD, but I will say it's very rare, but it does happen. So it is a good idea if you can to let your doctor know what you're doing, and
And if it's legal, you might get lucky. He may give you a medical card.
Yeah.
Down your cost. Dark in my little corner.
So Dreams, I figured out how to use my SodaStream machine that I got for $5. It took me 10 minutes to figure out it doesn't need to be plugged in.
That's nice. That's convenient.
Because you screw in a CO2 cartridge, you put the SodaStream bottle on it, and it locks it in place, and then you just hit a button on top, and that shoots the CO2 into the water.
Yep.
And I just had to experiment with how much CO2 it needed to get a good amount of carbonation. And the instructions say up to 5. This bottle, 20 shots of CO2, and then it was carbonated like what you'd get from the store.
Nice.
And then I used my cola syrup that I use for my slushies, because it's actually SodaStream syrup. And then I added a couple of drops of raspberry flavoring.
Ooh.
Raspberry cola, and it is fucking good. Their colas taste a lot like RC cola.
I had a SodaStream a long time ago, but we still have it, but we don't have the CO2.
You can get them off Amazon. I got 2 of them for $35.
If you're in a tight pinch, go to Bed Bath & Beyond if they're still open there.
Oh, really?
That's where we got ours from.
Well, I priced out a lot of places, and Amazon was the cheapest by far. Some places wanted
Amazon good.
$70 for 2 CO2 cartridges.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Serious.
That's way too much.
Lorna says she has non-epileptic attack seizures. I've never heard of that, so I would not have a clue what to tell you. My best bet would be to say, talk to your doctor.
That's grand off.
If your doctor is not cool and you can't, then start out with low doses. See if it helps a little bit. If it helps a little bit, then slowly raise your dose until you get to a therapeutic dose.
That's the same ones I have. It's called Granol. I know what you're talking about.
Anthony, do you find that marijuana helps yours?
Oh yeah, big time.
Okay.
Well, but I'm just saying, you know, if it's non-epileptic, then the oil should help. The CBD oil should help. But I know if you have actual physical attacks like epileptic seizures or you know, something like that, the THC has to be in it.
Yeah.
That's why you see those kids when they're jerking around, they stick that oil up underneath their tongue. So what it is, it takes the CBD oil, you know, a little time, like you're talking about, to soak into the body, but the THC is like instant. It just,
Yeah.
you know, it calms
Yep.
them. That's why you see them, you just calm them right the hell out, because the
Yep.
THC done said, hello.
One of the coolest videos I ever saw was a guy with Parkinson's disease.
Yep.
He sat down. His friend actually had to light the joint. And then handed it to him. He smoked a half a joint, put it out, laid down on the couch, and they had like a time-lapse video. It took 10 minutes for him to completely stop moving.
Right.
Wow.
He sat up. He stood up on his own. He walked across the room with a normal gait.
Yep.
He held a glass of water, did not spill a drop. He was completely steady.
Yep.
And it was the first time in 10 years he had been normal. And he looked at his friend who had brought him the joint, and he said, can I keep the other half of that? And the guy looked at him and said, I can give you that whenever you need it.
Yeah. Oh, the same thing. You see the parent sitting there holding the kid, and he's jerking all over, and they stick that drop underneath his tongue, and then he just. Yeah.
Well, when our dog Baby was alive, he didn't have seizures, but he had a lot of physical pain. And I had the THC oil,
Yeah.
and I put one drop on my hand, and he licked it right off. And about 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, apparently one drop was a little bit too much, because for example, he was blind, but he knew the house. He actually tried to jump up onto the couch, but he was in the kitchen at the time.
Yeah.
He got a little confused. But
Threw off his compass.
yeah, he didn't know where he was, but I got him over to the couch, and I got him calmed down and got him to lay down, and he fell asleep. He slept for about 2 hours, and when he woke up, he went outside and ran the yard like a 2-year-old dog, and he was 16.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no pain. He was running fast. He knew where he was. You know, he'd get to just where you'd think he was going to run into the fence, and he'd really quickly make a left-hand turn and go around the yard. And it was amazing.
Yep.
And he ate like a pig that night. And he was a totally different dog.
I tell you how I found out what would help me. They had me on all kind of freaking, I mean, from phenobarbital to you name it, they had it in me. And all that shit to me made things worse.
Yep.
And I was at my brother's up in Colorado, and he makes butter.
Ah.
And I'm talking about almond butter.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having one of my deals on his cow. And he seen my wife at the time, which is my second wife, reaching for the syringe. And he said, fuck no. And he went in the kitchen. He got a spoonful of that shit, shoved it up underneath my tongue, and held it, you know, while I wouldn't, you know. And it was like 6-7 minutes, gone.
Yep.
And I was like,
Jeez.
and I went, and that's back when we didn't even have it medical here. It was legal all the way, illegal across the board.
Yeah.
I came back with 3 tubs of that butter from Colorado.
Right?
I didn't give a shit if I got stopped because I told him, I said, hey, this is my life. You can kiss my fucking ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. But once they passed it medical wise, yeah.
It's
You know?
funny when I was a teenager, my dad was so vehemently against any type of pot.
Well, yeah, but that's because they demonized it. Because let
Oh, I
me tell
know.
you a little secret. If you stop, think about it. They demonizing that because it got you high. Is because of all the medical benefits they knew it did, and they had no way of controlling it. Because if you can grow it in your backyard, how are they going to charge you for it?
Exactly.
He sold
And the
my
fact that-
car.
Yeah, and think about it. If you think hard enough, who was the first people using weed all the time?
Native Americans.
American natives. What do you think was in that peace pipe? It wasn't tobacco.
Dreams,
Well,
what were you saying?
Well, back then, my dad was so pissed off at me for coming home high that the next day he sold me my car. Now he's like, honey, do you need anything from the dispenser? Like, maybe give me money.
Well, like I said,
To be honest, like if my kids are now, all 3 of them are over 18, and
yeah.
you know, if they came to me and said, hey, would you smoke a bowl with me, I would do it. But before they were 18, I
Oh, hell
would-
no.
you need to wait until you are at least 18, let your brain develop a little bit, make some wise decisions in life, and then
Well,
when you're settled, then it's time for you to decide if that's something you want in your life, you know?
I have actually gotten ridiculed for letting Seth have edibles. He's 33.
No shit, what the hell?
And it's like, you know what? It helps his tachycardia.
Yep.
It's when he when he was younger, he was. Can I say this? When he was younger, he used to do this with his hands, right? When you were younger, you used to do this with your hands.
Yeah.
Call that stimming. I
Yeah.
started letting him have edibles. That is now this.
That's
Yeah.
that's part of Granol. Yeah.
Well, he's Asperger, borderline autistic.
Okay. Okay. That explains a lot.
I never got him fully diagnosed because I didn't want him to be stuck with a label.
Well,
Because once you're in a label like that, you can't get out of it ever.
Yeah.
So I like, okay, I know what's going on. I can see it. I could have been was the one to diagnose him, but I never let it go on any records.
Good.
And I let him have edibles. It's funny since I'm bedridden, I can't do anything. I could get the whole house clean for edibles from Seth.
Way to go.
If he wants an edible, to earn it.
Yep.
there's nothing wrong with that.
And I got this whole entire corner of mine starting to look really good. Things are starting to look really good. He earns it.
Right on.
Yeah, but I was saying, well, my kids, when it came to drinking, marijuana, or anything, I mean, that's their life. But I told them, as long as you're under 18, hell to
Nope.
the no.
Yep.
The answer's
Now,
a big old
once
hell
you're-
no.
Once you're the age of your own responsibility and you're the only one going to pay the price, knock yourself out.
Exactly.
It's funny that after the night that he and Seth had all those twisted teas, he had 7, I had 7. He was so hungover the next morning. And I go, welcome to the land of drinking.
Yeah.
Susan, do you want to get a shocker?
What?
Tom, who doesn't want to drink or doesn't drink or whatever, he bought us a bottle of peppermint schnapps.
Oh, damn.
You know how many people I had to teach that used to in the United States? We had opium dens. People like, no, we didn't. I said, yes. Almost every town that had any kind of majority people had whorehouses and opium houses.
Thank
Yep.
you, Donna.
Yep.
Truthfully, I'm going to try to do edibles. I'm going to try to do vape.
Unfortunately,
my vape.
in the early days, opium was a thing to have.
Yep.
Think about it. But all this, I saw a bottle of cough syrup and it had alcohol and cannabis in it at the same time from way
Oh,
back then.
Oh, I got one that's got opium, it's alcohol, and the cannabis in it. Yeah. It was one of them old snake tonics. It cured everything. If it didn't cure it, it'd kill it, including you. Yeah. No, what was
Didn't
that?
kill it. It was dead anyway.
That or yeah. What was that other one? Morphine. Cough syrup with pure morphine in it.
Yep.
He was like, did that cough syrup work? I said, well, hell yeah, it's fucking 80% morphine. It didn't get rid of the cough. It relaxed the muscles so much you couldn't cough.
Not only that, you didn't feel it anyway. So if you were
Right.
coughing, you didn't know it.
You know, that scratch on your throat was a long ways ago. Oh, well, yeah, but baby, that's any medicine when you don't need it. I need it. If someone doesn't need it and they take it, it'll kill them. There's a big difference.
Well, it makes them really sick.
No, I got some medicine. If you took more than 2 of them, you're dead. If you don't have the problem with your brain like I do, you're dead.
Well.
Yeah.
Only got to live once.
Because a lot of people want one from me because they're like, "Oh man, I heard that gets you real high." I said, "Yeah, it'll get you real high, because you don't need it, but it can also fucking kill you. It'd be the last high you get."
And just so you know, folks, it gets Anthony real high, but that's the reason they give it to him.
No, actually, it doesn't even faze me.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, if you need it, it affects you in the right way. If you don't need it, it fucks you up.
Mm-hmm. Because even though I need them, I can't take more than 4 of them in 24 hours.
What's the name of it?
Good shit.
Yeah, good shit. Hang on. I gotta dig through this freaking medicine cabinet down here. Where'd I put them?
On the shelf below, not so good shit.
Well, I kind of hide them because I always fear someone, to come in the house that I don't know and decide, hey, look, and take them and then get killed. And then, their family want to come and, put a foot in my ass for it.
Anthony, it saves a bullet. If you let it do
Yeah,
it themselves, it saves a bullet.
I ain't even going to try to pronounce it because It's SUMATRPTAN and then SUCCINAT.
Somatropin succinate.
And they're 500 milligrams.
Trying to think of what the other name for that is. Imitrex. It's Imitrex.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, with my insurance, I get the generic.
Yeah. They gave me Imitrex once for a headache.
Fuck
It
yeah.
caused my heart to race so bad, they had to give me medication to slow my heart down.
That's all you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I was in a doctor's office and they gave me one pill. And yeah, bad.
That's like my other stuff I used to take all the time. And it was basically to help with my, because the bullet to the head fucked up a lot of shit in my brain and caused certain seizures. But, what was that one? Buspar. I was taking 2 tablets twice a day, and it didn't even affect.
Mike, wiggle your headphones.
But I used to take 2 a day, twice a day, and didn't even affect me. She had a headache one day, and I just broke off half of one pill. And she, 2 days later, she says, "Don't you ever fucking give me another one." She said, "Did it get rid of?" I was like, "Did it get rid of your headache?" And she says, "Yeah, but I couldn't see straight for 2 fucking days."
Hey, Mike, what's up?
How you doing?
This is where my mom and I have all of our major arguments, and she's finally starting to ease back. Me with my HS protocol, go in, get numbed, get it the boil like this big, excise, antibiotics, painkiller, pack it up and go home. That's all they do. She wanted me to keep on going back. I'm like, no, what's going to happen is I'm going to have antibiotic resistance.
Yep.
And my body's not going to accept the antibiotics one day when I really need it.
No,
Right on, Seth. Reading is a good thing.
It just means you'll have to change them, Dreams, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Not saying that's a good thing. Too much antibiotics is never a good thing. If you have to live on that much antibiotics, you ain't doing so good.
Well, because there's not much research going for HS. In America,
you eat so many antibiotics, your body becomes immune to them, and they ain't gonna fucking help you anyway.
And so does everything that attacks your body.
No.
And the other problem is too, they haven't done enough research on antibiotics. They just know that they work on a lot of things, so they just keep dishing them out.
Well, yeah.
my strongest antibiotics I have is Cipro. And the thing about antibiotics is they make you feel like shit.
Well, yeah, because it's killing shit.
Yeah, but it's also your body does like to fight antibiotics, even though they're supposed to be beneficial. It's the body goes, what the hell are you doing in here?
Well, it's still foreign to your body. Yeah.
I much rather use what I'm using that is legal in my state, keep my stress level down and my flares down.
Yep.
And I just much rather use it the old-fashioned 1800s Prid little $3 container works.
Yeah.
Drawing staff it goes from the outside in and it works it out. Better for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not better for their bottom line. The more expensive ones they sell you, the better money they make.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we've had to file bankruptcy because of my medical. I don't want to go back to the doctor like my mom wants me to because quite frankly, I can't afford it. And right now with him being off on furlough or whatever you want to call it, no, I just much rather keep myself zen for a while. Don't talk to anybody that pisses me off.
Jesus, girl, that ain't easy. Everyone pisses you off.
So I'm not going to go in that house. Susan, you should be really proud of me for something.
What's that?
You know, I told you Tom's mom's ashes are with Tom's brother. Eventually, her ashes are going to be going to Nebraska to be an intern. I got Tom a cross for his mother's ashes in it and keep it close to his heart.
Nice.
I told Tom, his brother who hates my guts, told him if he wants one, I'll get him.
Right on.
I'm the only one married into the family right now. Oh, for the longest. So I gotta be the matriarch of the family right now.
Yep.
That's a weird thing for me to say. Hey, Mike.
Hey, I'm the last Mohican.
Yes, you are.
Hey, look,
No,
just
no,
put
no. I mean, in my family.
just put it this way, Drees. Not everybody says "Long live the Queen." Okay. Some people say "Death to the Queen."
That's not good for me then, because I've been married to Tom for almost 23 years next month. Thank you very,
Well,
very
Wait,
much.
Richard's wife is his sister, huh? I missed that. Scary. But still, I think he'd be better off than Mr. Agent Orange. You know, that's what I call him.
Yes, you do teach yourself, son, and I am in awe of you, quite frankly. You make me go. My son taught himself how to repartition a hard drive to add more memory to it.
Oh, more memory. Yeah, I love that one.
Son, can
Oh,
you
good.
repartition me?
That's what I
I
say.
need
Oh, good. He
memory.
can come over here and give me more memory because mine's dying.
I lost my memory years ago. I lost all my marbles in 5th grade.
As someone who said to me, I lost my virginity years ago, but I still got the box that came in.
I never heard that one, Cap.
I gave mine out so hard I lost the box. I'd take what I had left in the bag.
Yeah, mate, we all take what's left in the sack.
Yeah.
Go on, everybody tonight.
No, I'll get back with you.
Keep me updated, Anthony.
Yeah.
Well, I was like sleeping for the longest time because my knees were killing me. I think they're okay now.
As the politicians say, I don't recall or recollect, so I'll get back with you.
I don't recall that.
Well, you know what that's code for, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a polite way of saying unless you have pictures or video, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It didn't happen.
And here I was thinking it was a polite way of saying I don't smoke cigars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah.
I think Don is rubbing off on me doing the right things.
Doing it once doesn't mean you're doing the right thing. God, woman.
Oh, cool. So there's still hope.
What are we doing?
Take a word from me, girl. I've been doing the right thing for years, and I'm still an asshole, so it ain't doing you any benefit.
Then you're doing asshole wrong.
I'm not doing asshole wrong. Apparently, everyone keeps calling me an asshole, so I must be doing it right. There is nothing like a good reputation given to you by other people.
Preach that one.
They're always wrong.
I don't know. I had a guy give me a compliment this morning, and I asked him, I want what you're taking.
Yeah.
Actually, Mike, I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
I said they didn't hand me that type of Kool-Aid out in church. You need to give me that kind.
Yeah.
And if it's grape Kool-Aid, run.
You know, one of my best friends, I was friends with him since like kindergarten. His mom and his dad worked at like Jackal. They hauled GM stuff, you know. They drank Kool-Aid. Guess what I get? My mom was working at an ice cream store, scooping ice cream. Guess what we get to drink? Coke, right out of the bottle. They always thought I was like hungry. I just ate my supper, and they tried to feed me. I'm Jethro. I'm not gonna turn it down.
Yeah.
Good. It just got cooler here. I felt the temperature drop. Those are good.
Yeah, it's the cold front. We got cooler too.
No, Dreams,
It was
that was
only 80 here
menopause.
today.
But Gaffa,
I said, no, that was not a temperature drop, sweetheart. That was menopause.
Unless you're my wife. She's hot.
yes, I think I'm starting to go through that. So
Well, my wife went through menopause years ago.
Yeah.
Not that she's actually gone to women, but she just doesn't do men either.
Yeah, I know that one.
I like that. I have to use that one for myself.
This is a Texas shirt, by the way, if anybody's wondering what the hell it says. San Antonio. I had to look myself.
Yeah, I wasn't wondering myself.
Okay. I can't. There's a little thing on it. There's a big thing on the bag. One of my favorite shirts. Oh, I never made coffee. Oh boy.
Damn, you're sacked. You didn't do the coffee.
I know, right?
Go make the coffee.
No excuses. There's no
not
bloody
yet.
excuses for that kind of behavior.
I can. Maybe I should. Before I doze off, I'm live on camera.
There you go.
I'd be over here going like this. You think I died? You know. All tilted to one side.
All right, Dave. I hope you can get some sleep.
I'll be back. I'm right here, but I'll be back.
Okay.
No
Susan
worries,
and I are
honey.
the only
As soon
one
as you
on
get back.
can.
I'll be back.
I think with this picture, I'm going to be very tired of green. Lots of leaves to color.
Yep.
That's my challenge to myself.
Yep.
Whole coloring book back to back.
Right on.
My challenge is getting up every morning.
I love these top spiral bound coloring books for a left-hander. I love it.
Just so you know, folks, if you were wondering, Dreams loves it.
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
So how goes your school shit, Susan?
After 4 days of 8 hours of schoolwork each day and trying to take care of Ken 24/7, I dropped the semester. I couldn't do it.
Well, here's an idea. Get Ken to take care of Ken 24/7, and then you can concentrate on schoolwork.
He can't. Not right now. He-
Well,
He can't walk 10 feet without help. So
move his bed closer to the kitchen then.
I don't think that would work.
Oh, he only has to walk 10 feet if he's only 5 feet from the kitchen.
Yeah, but then he's 20 feet from the bathroom. That doesn't work.
I know this is drastic, and I know this is probably not something you want to do, but put wheels on his fucking bed.
I actually got a hold of a walker on wheels for him today. So
Good. I was wondering about that.
Well, I actually call them shufflers. I don't call them walkers. People who use them don't actually walk. They shuffle.
well, that's about all he's doing anyway. So
Is he doing the truffle shuffle though?
no truffle shuffling right now.
Well, maybe that's what he needs to do. The truffle shuffle. Get his shit back. His mojo is missing.
Guys,
His Joe has no more mo.
you are doing so good on that. I'm so proud of you, of how you have been lately. Yeah,
Me
you're
too.
doing
Me
good.
too, Seth. Seth, I'm proud of you too.
Love you, son.
How's it going,
Love you, Seth. Love you, Seth.
This guy,
Even Susan's proud of you.
I'm proud of you, Seth. You're doing great.
Well, guys, I've been here for 3 hours and I've got some stuff I need to go do. So I am going to go ahead and shut her down.
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you all on panel. Thank you to everybody in chat. I appreciate you.
All right.
It's always good to hang out.
Later, everybody.
Susan,
Yes, Kappa.
love you.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.